Hello guys, Lid here. So I've been playing with Ultimatum for like 2 days and I think it's pretty good. So let's go to the setup and I will explain everything else on the maps. So for the 2x2 you want Ultimatum reward have a chance to be duplicated. Ideally you want 25 but mine is like 20. Just get as much as you can. 25 is pretty expensive. And the second mod that are good is Ultimatum Encounter in your map grant reward as though you complete an additional round. And that's because Ultimatum grant better reward the more round you complete. So this kind of give you a jump start. And especially all the for 2x2. And for the 1x1, there's one unique here. The most important mod here is the Ultimatum reward have a reduced chance to get corrupted rare items. And this is because in Ultimatum you see a lot of corrupted rare items, so you want to get rid of them, so it's more likely for you to get another reward, which in this case we are aiming for currency. And for the other two, just pick one that not really that good, so like Map Fragment, Abyss, Breach, Delirium items. There's a lot of them, so just make sure there's no currency there, because we are trying to aim for currency. And for the other 1x1 is the one the Ultimatum Encounter have a chance to be currency item. That's the most important one. If you early start, just look for this one mod. You want to be as close to 30% because you can roll up to 30% on this one. You want to be as close to 30% as you can. And the other mod that are useful is a chance for your Ultimatum to be a certain encounter. In my case, I choose to protect the altars. There's a survival, there's a killing enemy, and Stone Circle is the worst one, so don't get that one. And this is all my 1x1 idol, like all of them is the same, and some of them is only have like the chance to get currency, it doesn't have the protected altars, because you don't really need that much of them, but you definitely want to have as much chance to get currency items. And for the Scarabs, I'm just using 2 bribing, and this Scarab will give you ultimate against reward as you complete 2 additional round, like as mentioned earlier. This is going to give you a lot of jump start. And the Ultimatum Scarab just to make sure there is an Ultimatum in the map, because I don't have Ultimatum encounter on my idols. And for the maps, I'm just running T16 wide. T16, I think you have to run T16 because I think the Ultimatum reward is based on the area levels, so you definitely want at least like red maps. And for the Scour part, Ultimatum have a set reward when you get what you get. It doesn't affect it by the quantity or anything like that, so there's no point on rolling the map, which make it a lot easier to run. And for the map device, I'm just choosing the quantity, and this is because I don't have to pay anything. Like the Ultimatum, you can choose this one here, but it costs you 4 chaos, so I don't think it's worth it. So I just choose this one because it doesn't cost me anything. So with this setup, let's just run the maps, and I'll explain how the Ultimatum run when we are inside the map. So on the maps, I basically just look for the Ultimatum directly, like this one is pretty close. And you can see the reward here, and there is 3 challenge here that we have to pick. So this one, some mod is scarier than it looks. Some mod it looks scary, but it doesn't really but it's not really that scary. So I'm going to choose either one of this, and this is because the chaos, lightning, fire, the ice, and physical. This challenge have like rank, so whenever you choose one, like this one I choose chaos, you will more likely to have this again, and this basically reduce your chances to get the one that you do not want. For example, like my build, fire and lightning is a bit dangerous because they hit pretty hard. So in this case I can just choose this one. It's going to appear more likely when I choose the chaos. And this one is overwhelm physical damage. This is a bit dangerous, especially if you do not have like a really big hit pool. In my case, we only have like 16k ES, it's not that much. And this is the one that I never take. This will make the monster on your Ultimatum able to apply ruins. And basically when you have like 7 stack of ruin, you lose the Ultimatum. And my build is basically tanking everything, so taking this doesn't seem like a good idea. So on this one, I always have I have this one that I can take, so let's just take this one. And this is to protect the altars. The monster going to rush into the middle, and because I can just spam fireball on the middle, it's make it a lot easier. This is the fire one. On the lower rank, it's not that scary, but when you have like a rank 4, it hits pretty hard. And I tend to not want to take this one simply because there is a mod on the rare monster when it can reduce the recovery by 50%. And when your ES cut by 50% and you're getting hit by this, it can be dangerous, so I don't want to do it. I'd rather take this one. This one have a 80% physical damage as extra chaos. This is pretty dangerous if you do not cap your chaos resistance. In my case, I kept my chaos resistance, so I'm pretty fine with this. But I also can just take this one. This is fine. But I think I will take this one. And you basically just keep going the round. There's 10 round. Whenever you complete the round, you can get the reward. But you can also take the reward right now. For example, like you can preview your reward. Let's, for example, like if you just got like 3 defense here, 3 defense here, you can, if you want to bail out, you can just take the reward, and the ultimatum will end. You will get your reward. But we will going to keep going. And this is the one that are unique, limited arena. This is going to make the area become a lot smaller, so the monster is very packed in the middle. In my case, it is a good thing because I don't have the screen wide AoE, and this is going to make me a lot easier for me to like kill everything here. I just need to stand here and just holding Q and spamming the fireball. This is the ice one. The ice one is pretty nice, especially if you're not moving around. If you're built like mine, where you're just standing around, this is basically free because it spawned like a ice bomb, and it's going to explode whenever you get close to it. And because we never move, so I never trigger any of them. So I will just take this one because this one is free. And because I take the cold one, the next round I will more likely to get the cold one again. And this one is buff expire faster. This is really depending on the build, but plus is also a part of buff. So if you click this one, your flash going to expire a lot faster too. And in my case, I do rely on my flash. I don't have Mage Blood yet. I still try to farm the currency for the Mage Blood. So for now, I do rely on my flash. So I cannot take this one. So I can take the Chaos one. And the next one, this one is the one that looks scary, but I don't think it's that scary. And this is because this is going to make like a totem appear. You cannot destroy the totem. The totem going to buff the enemy around you. And it also going to burn 10% of their life and energy shield per second. Now this is not dangerous for me because most of the monsters appear going to be die most of the time. So it doesn't really matter whether there is totem there or not. So this one is, for me, is basically free. This one can be dangerous. Lightning and fire hits really hard. So I would suggest just try it out, see if your build can tank it or not. If your build can tank it, then it is fine. But if your build cannot tank it, lightning and fire for me is the most dangerous one because they hit pretty hard. So in this case, I will take this totem because it's free. And the nice thing about the Ultimatum form is you get raw currency, so you don't have to like sell anything. And that can be a good thing because in a league, especially a league like this where there's not that many people playing, the trade sometimes can be very slow. And this one have two modifier. If you're Headhunter, you're definitely going to take this one. This is basically a buff, not a debuff. In my case, I'm just going to take the cold again. And that's basically why I like this farm. It's very chill. Like I can just standing here and killing monster, and I get like a raw currency. You're not always going to get Divine. You often get Chaos. This one is pretty bad, and you also see Divine pretty often, depending on your idol. And this one is kind of dangerous, I will say, because this is really depending on like how long the fight going to go. You basically increase the damage taken up to 50%. I think that's a bit too much. So I usually also avoid this one. And so I'm just going to stick to the cold. And it's just nice to have like a raw currency because I mean I don't have to sell anything. Doesn't matter if like the thing that I'm farming going to sell or not. And this one is where like all of them is bad. Like I cannot take this one because I think it's going to be a bad idea. This I'm relying on my flash, so I have to take the lightning one. Low level is not that important. Low level is, they still hit pretty hard, but in low level it's fine. And especially the ultimatum farming, it's really simple. It is very direct, but you do need a good build. Like you need a build that have a pretty good defense, pretty good recovery, because you're going to tank, like you're going to take damage basically because you are fighting in an arena. There's no way for you to like avoid everything unless you are really good, something like that. So it's not a super insane amount of currency, but it's a very steady amount of currency. You see Divine here and there. Like I farm like 40, 50, 60 Divine from this. It's a pretty good amount. I mean, some of them from Essence. I also found some essences. Probably for the next video, I will make a video about that. Essence is also pretty good, but you do need to sell things with essences. With Ultimatum, you just basically get a raw define, and you can just keep doing it. The setup is pretty easy. You don't have to roll your maps. You just need a Scarabs, the idol, and you just keep going. So that's basically Ultimatum. It's really fun. I enjoy that, especially with this build. I have 16k and I have 90 max res, of course, with flash up. And this is the reason why I do not want to take the buff Aspire, because my build require this flash to be on. And the reason why I'm confident that I can make sure the flash is up, because of the mod that I gain 3 charges when I hit by enemy. In Ultimatum, I always get hit, and whenever you kill enemy, you also get flash charge. So in maps, this one is practically going to be always on. But if the buff going to be cut off like half, or like 80% of the buff duration is gone, of course that's not going to be the case. So that's basically about it. As usual, if you guys have any questions, just leave it in the comment below. And thank you everyone for watching. I really would appreciate it, especially on this time where the traffic is low, because not that many people playing Phrecia, and a lot of people also still waiting for the new Poe1 League 3.28. So once again, thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one.